Hey everybody, and welcome back to another spooky Halloween movie treat. Last year, we watched the original versions of Halloween, Friday the 13th, and Nightmare on Elm Street. Of those three, the one I knew the most about, mostly because of the music, was Halloween. I knew the music growing up, and you kind of have a general sense for what the movie's about. But the sequel, Halloween 2, I don't even know if it uses, I presume it has to use the same music, right? It's iconic. But I don't know anything about it. There's nothing in my pop culture brain that tells me anything about this movie. I presume Jamie Lee Curtis is going to be in it. I presume Donald Pleasence is going to be in it. And I presume Mike Myers is going to be in it. That's just my presumptions. I presume it's also going to be a few years later. The first movie had the world's oldest teenagers. Do you remember that? When they were all walking home from school and I was like, wait a second, these are supposed to be school girls and they all look like they're in their mid to late 20s. But, yeah, so I wonder if they're going to still be in school, or if they'll be in college, or if it's just going to be completely different. I don't know, and that's great. I don't even know if John Carpenter directed this one. Yeah, so get in the mood, dim the lights. I can't dim the lights here, you wouldn't see me. Put your headphones on and get ready to be spooked. And I'm looking forward to getting into it. So, let's go. This is the remastered version, so I don't know if there's any changes or if it's just touched up a bit, maybe. No. I wasn't expecting this song. 1978. Wasn't that the original? Are we going to see a flashback?
I want you to go out of the house. I want you to knock on their door.
It's the end of the first movie. Look behind you, Laurie. He's not dead yet. She just left the knife there, remember? She was just like, that should be enough. Here, have a knife. Laurie, for the love of God. I know I can't change things. Turn around. Run for it. Oh, maybe he was wearing a bulletproof vest. Oh, cool. I don't think we saw that angle. Maybe we did.
What's the boogeyman?
Yep.
As a matter of fact, it was.
Let's go check to see if he's still there. Oh, you can see his outline. The evil seeped into the grass. Well, he bleeds. That's a start. Hey!
Call the police! Tell the sheriff I shot him. He's still on the loose.
Is this some kind of joke? I've been trick-or-treated to death tonight.
You don't know what death is.
That's different. Different instrument? Whoa. Couple of things. One, not directed by John Carpenter. Two, not to spoil Friday the 13th Part 2 too much, but they also do previously on the franchise, except theirs goes on for ages, like 7 minutes or something. I watched both parts of that last year. Charles Cyphers, what a great name. Pamela Susan is 2 names, and Shoop. Shoop's not a name. Oh, that's kind of cool though. Opening the pumpkin to see a skull. The first movie was incredibly atmospheric, especially during the. I like the daytime scenes in the first one. Hey, are we picking up like directly after? Is it the same day? Is he just making a getaway? I thought it would be several years later. Oh! Is that Loomis?
I shot him 6 times.
I shot him 6 times.
I shot him 6 times. This guy, he's not human.
He must have a bulletproof vest. I wouldn't call him not human, though. Ooh, a pumpkin. He needs medical attention. He's clearly bleeding.
Harold, you want mayonnaise on your sandwich?
Yeah, I'd like some mayonnaise.
How about mustard?
No, no mustard for me.
Are you asleep again?
George Romero. Oh, what is that, like Night of the Living Dead or something? I haven't seen the original.
It appears that the murders took place sometime early this evening. Authorities have confirmed that all 3 of the victims are teenagers, 2 girls.
How dare she ask if you want mustard?
Police are searching the entire... He is now believed to be at large in Haddonfield.
They're coming for you, Barbara. They're coming for you.
Don't scream! Don't scream! Actually, do. Scream and wake up your husband. Ah, he's already gone. She survived! First survivor of the movie. He had no idea. He just woke up to her screaming. He's like, what are you screaming about? You get ketchup on your fingers?
Mrs. Elrod? Mr. Elrod?
She's totally the type that he would kill.
There was someone screaming next door. Yeah.
Next door neighbor's dog is starting to whine. I'm like, oh, should I be checking my windows? In case he's... Wouldn't that be ironic? You're watching this movie and you're seeing the killer going from house to house, peering in at people. And then the killer just gets me? Wouldn't that be creepy? Anyway, I really like the start of this style, where we're just... It's a very unique way to look at things, you know, through the killer's perspective. Going from... I know we've only been to 2 houses, but going from house to house and hearing the other people interact with the world without them knowing that anybody's watching them. I like it. Oh, is she making him sandwiches for? He's asleep. He's not even watching his movie. And anyway, she's missing the movie. Get back in there. She should have made those before. They both should have made those before the movie started. Maybe she just likes making him sandwiches. You know? Anyway, she survived. She's just got a little blood on her hands, that's all. Maybe we can frame her for the murders.
Mr. and Mrs. Elrod.
It's gonna be her knife, right?
His wife's always picking on him. He probably got angry and decided to start beating her.
Beating her?
My dad had to take my Aunt Ruby to Hardin County, and my mother decided to go along.
Oh, you're screwed.
The girl got killed in Haddonfield. It's on the radio.
Yeah, some girl who was home alone got killed.
Where did it happen?
Down on Orange Grove.
That's right down the street.
That's like right here.
Oh, God.
She's fine. Just leave the house. Just run. Never look back.
Who is it?
Alice?
Who is it?
Just go. Just go. You don't even want your house. You can give him the house. Silent but deadly. That's what she gets for besmirching Sandwich Lady and her husband.
Take it easy, we're gonna go to the clinic, alright?
Don't let him go to sleep.
She's in complete shock.
You know this chick? Yeah, her name's Laurie Strode. She goes to school with my little brother Ziggy.
It's gonna be okay. Walk real slow, okay?
What's that, a nosebleed? The world's biggest... Oh,
God.
bleeding from the mouth.
Here, just walk real slow. Come on.
Holy crap. But Mike's still back he's still back, killing people on her street. He's not in the ambulance. Could be worse, Laurie. Could have been shot 6 times. If I was shot 6 times, I'd be out for blood.
But we should see a doctor right away.
He's with a patient. Would you please wait in room A?
Oh,
Look at the blood. Look at the blood, lady. You're acting like it's nothing.
Where's Dr. Mason?
He's been at the country club. I think he's drunk.
Laurie Strode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Laurie Strode, yeah.
Janet, get me some more coffee.
Hey, Doc. You've seen better days, haven't you?
Oh, hi there.
Is he drunk? Yeah.
Lost a lot of blood. We'll need to take it.
Let me just poke it a bit.
Yeah, so we're going to have...
Hey, just... Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit drinking coffee. Isn't this just the... Didn't we just come in the door? Isn't this just the... Wasn't the desk just there? That they were... The lady with the kid with the blood flowing out of them? This is the same room as that, isn't it? Anybody can just walk in off the street and get her. We didn't even go down a corridor. Confused about the layout of the hospital is what I'm saying. Seems like we're in the reception area. This doctor, is he even a real doctor? I don't think so. He's got problems, that's for sure. That's why he's on the night shift. You know, nothing happens at night. He's just used to relaxing and watching his movies. Probably had to wake him up.
No, don't put me to sleep.
Okay, relax. Relax enough.
There's a killer on the loose.
No.
Take it easy.
Nothing's gonna hurt you here.
You let him out.
I didn't.
His own goddamn doctor.
I didn't.
You didn't. You did give him a car.
Couldn't have shot him 6 times. No man could take 6 slugs.
I'm telling you, this isn't a man.
This is no man.
What?
Over there, look.
Oh, that looks like him.
I don't know. Get back. Run, go on, run.
Or a very coincidental Halloween costume. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Hey everybody, welcome back to... What the hell just happened? What was this? What? I know with sequels you gotta go bigger or better, but that's ridiculous. That guy in the cop car was like, where do you want me to meet you? Fine, I'll just race up and knock everybody over and then crash into a van and explode both the van and the guy and my own vehicle and set him on fire. I hope this is Mike, because if it's not, we just killed a trick-or-treater for no reason. For no reason. This cop car came out of nowhere. I was going to complain about the sheriff running after Loomis and wrestling him with the gun, but Loomis was going to shoot anybody in a mask, so he could have shot loads of kids. So I don't blame the sheriff. He hasn't seen anything except for a few dead bodies. Yeah. This is why I love watching stuff like this. You never know what you're gonna get. And this scene right here, instant pause, instant talk about. Great. It's so ridiculous, it's great. The first movie, I know it's gonna sound weird, had an element of realism to it, and I hope they don't dull that down too much. You know, because there was a creepiness at the start of that movie as the daylight turned into dusk. You know, and he was appearing in broad daylight. That was the creepiest of all, you know? Now he's getting exploded. You couldn't have shot him. You couldn't have exploded him. I know we saw him on fire, but no man could survive a fire like that. How many times do I have to tell you, Sheriff? He is no man. Right, let's get back to it.
He came out of nowhere.
Shoot him!
Is it him?
Shoot him! Who knows?
Is it him or not?
Well, somebody got killed.
Where?
3 kids. One of them was Annie.
Oh yeah. That was his daughter. Remember the sheriff's daughter? Well, he burned to death. His franchise finished.
Repeating for those of you who just tuned in.
Yeah, like me.
3 people are dead tonight. Ultimate attack by an
At least 4.
mental patient.
We need a budget for a new door. I guess they did all the emergency stuff out in the reception area and then brought her in here. Hey Laurie. He's going to be a character. odds of him surviving the movie?
Hi.
30%.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Does it hurt when I do this? How about this?
You have to get some rest. Come on, Jimmy.
Yeah, stop flirting with the patients, Jimmy. You dog.
I can just have to drink or anything.
Yeah, could you get me whiskey?
I'm gonna cook.
Could you make it Irish?
Talk to some kids, see if anybody saw anything. You need the parents' permission to use a statement. If you can't find the parents, get a statement anyway.
Yeah, get a statement anyway. Don't ask permission. Why are we doing this out here? Oh, it's your daughter.
Going home. I'll take care of everything. You're talking about him like he's some kind of animal.
I am talking about the real possibility that he is still out there.
Do you get all that? These movies are just like one movie. That seems impractical. To be used as a radio?
I'm never going to another Halloween party as long as I live, especially not at Stevie Mathis' house.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to drive me home first. Oh, Darcy, I don't have time. It's 5 minutes to your house, another 5 minutes back to the hospital. Mrs. Al's
That's not far. Check the back. There's not much room in the back, but...
It was taken across town to Haddonfield Memorial Clinic.
I guess we killed an innocent man. He needs a new disguise. It's Halloween, right? And everybody knows what he's supposed to look like, right? Seems like this would be the perfect opportunity for him to kill somebody with a costume and put that costume on, and then no cop car would screech to a halt on the side of him. He could just blend in with the crowd. You know, I know it would go against the iconic image of Mike Myers to just change up your appearance, but it will be effective. Just my little tip for this mass murdering lunatic. Maybe put on a costume. Maybe. Get a Spider-Man costume. Nobody suspects Spider-Man. That poor trick-or-treater guy. He must have been drunk. He seemed a bit not really with it. Got run over by a cop car, smashed into a van, and then got exploded in fire and flames. He didn't yell, he didn't scream. He must have been on something. Burned right up. Nobody wants to check the body for clues or evidence or ID or anything. They're just like, we got him. We got him. Look, I can understand the sheriff is distraught, just lost his daughter, will probably give up being sheriff. But what about the rest of them? What about the snooping reporters? Anyway, where's he going? Is he going to the hospital? Oh, he is! Oh! If I hadn't, this is the funny thing, if I hadn't paused it to make my jokes about costumes, I wouldn't have seen the sign which has Haddonfield Memorial Hospital on it with an arrow and see him going that way. So my question of where's he going? Well, he's going to the hospital. Why? Unfinished business. Or maybe he just wants to get patched up. Just wants to get patched up by that doc. Something in that coffee, for sure. Alright, let's get back to it. Before we get back to it, I'll just say that so far, this movie has... The people who are going to die, I don't think we're going to get much character development on them. Like those two girls we just met that just got into that car who we'd never seen before. It'd be weird if they didn't turn up in the movie later on. But the first movie had such a huge build-up, such a long, slow build-up with all these characters. So you already got to know them before anything happened. This one we're just, same night, get some more fodder for death. It's a different feel and a different dynamic. Anyway, to the hospital. To the hospital.
Well, I sure could go for a pizza now.
Oh, me too. Let's order some pizza.
But no mushrooms. I hate mushrooms.
Yeah, me too, dude. This movie must be sponsored by Coke. Hey fella. Hey Garrett. Watch your cameras, Garrett. There's a monster coming. Garrett! Garrett! There's a killer on the loose. He's right there. God damn it, Garrett.
Julie saw him, you know. Michael Myers. She stopped at a light and saw him walking in that field behind the Lost River Drive-In.
Could have been him.
Julie's full of shit. He didn't escape until last night.
Oh yeah. What's that other guy doing in this scene? What is he doing?
You're late.
Yeah, I know. I've got to get on the ward. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey.
Oh, hi, Karen.
Karen.
See you later.
Right.
At least 3 of these 4 people are gonna die.
Come sit on my face.
He's gonna die. 100%.
Look, why don't you just shut up, alright?
Stop messing around.
What are you all ripped up about?
The murders.
Look, Jimmy, rule number 1. Never get involved with a patient.
Do you know where you're going, Mike? Down to the basement, where all the good stuff is. I love how silent and quiet this whole place is. He's not going to kill the babies. It's 1981. He's not going to kill the babies. They wouldn't even kill the babies in 2022.
You were late again tonight. I hate to lose you, but you've got to learn to be on time.
Yeah, stop being late. Don't give your friends rides home.
Carr, Mrs. Carr, 9:30 tomorrow morning.
They should have handled it more carefully.
Who?
Isn't he coming right in?
Michael Myers. He was the guy that was after you.
He's a lunatic. Escaped from a mental asylum.
In the Myers house?
Yeah, the creepy one.
That little kid who killed his sister?
Yeah.
And he's all grown up.
Why me?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Time's up, Jimmy.
Just making sure the patient's okay. She likes my bedside manner.
Visiting hours are definitely over.
But he's a nurse.
Good. We've been trying to get a hold of your parents. I'll just keep trying them.
I keep forgetting she's supposed to be a teenager. Talking about her parents, and I'm like, what are you talking about? This woman is clearly in her 20s.
Janet, go tell Mr. Garrett we're having trouble with the phones right now.
He's at the other end of the hall.
Janet.
Yes, Mrs. Allison.
Scream if anybody's coming.
What's wrong with the phones?
They've been cut.
Nothing for you to worry about.
He went to the basement and cut the line.
I'll let you know as soon as we get a hold of your parents.
We got no Coke in the Coke machine. They should have ordered those pizzas. You gotta get out of this bed, Laurie. It's not gonna get any better.
You wait here and I'll call you.
I have to get back on the floor.
It'll take me 5 minutes.
5
But
minutes.
I don't even know how to use this thing.
I would just walk out of my job. Into the arms of the killer, probably, but... I do have a question, though. Why would he be out here? He went in, he cut the phone lines. He knows where Laurie is. Why come out to the trash? Just to get Garrett? Probably just a raccoon. These damn coons. Scourge of Haddonfield. Just a cat. Just a cat. Scourge of Haddonfield. Nothing can happen to you now. You've had your fright, right? They don't pay you enough for this, Garrett. Electricity still works. No. Anything missing? Don't worry, you'll get it soon. You'll get it back.
Mr. Garrett?
One of you had better drive down to the sheriff's station right away.
Mr. Garrett, how do you work this thing?
Janet!
God damn it, Janet. Do not investigate that noise, Garrett, my man. You've got so much to live for. The pizza's on its way, Garrett.
Mr. Garrett!
One of these two is getting it. My money's on Garrett. But it could be Janet. This guy's got a death wish. I don't think... Oh.
Mr. Garrett?
It was Garrett.
Mr. Garrett, I gotta get back on the floor.
Guess you gotta go back to the floor, Janet. Oh. Dental records. The teeth are still fine.
He's young, maybe 17, maybe 18.
Oh, 17.
Michael Myers is 21.
Oh, that's close.
We've got to assume that Michael Myers is still alive.
The Myers house. Boo. Burn it down.
All right, knock it off.
Yeah, I'm worried about Bennett Tramer.
He isn't home yet.
Yeah, and he left the party at 10.
Ooh.
He was real drunk.
How old is he?
17. He had a mask
stupid
on.
mask on.
Oh, God.
Maybe we should check his dental record.
Oh, jeez. Why? Shouldn't the lights be on just in case there's an emergency? Imagine you come into the hospital, you're bleeding from every pore. All the lights are off. You're like, hello, dying over here. I know it's a movie. It's atmospheric. Oh, it's just that guy. It's just that guy.
What an asshole.
Happy Halloween. But you love me.
Does she?
Yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah. Why?
But everybody's all weirded out tonight. All this Michael Myers crap. I just want...
Literal murders, dude. Literal murders in your little town. A few hours ago, one of the maybe victims was just brought in here. There's a manhunt going on. And you're just looking to get a bit of...
The therapy room's 3 doors down.
Bit of something.
I suppose if we left the door open, we could hear somebody was coming, or one of the kids started to cry.
She'd take care of these babies. She's going sleeping with this guy. We did have that couple in the first movie. Remember, these are like the couple in the first movie. Remember they slept in their parents' bed? They went around to their friend's house and then slept in her parents' bed. And there was also the weird... the him of the group, of the couple, said something really, really horrible in the car. Where this clearly the script writers hadn't thought it through. They must have mixed up names. Talking about the little girl they were supposed to be babysitting. But yeah, these two are going to be like those two. What I'm saying is they're dead. Both of them are dead. Him especially. Him especially. I hope. I don't even care if Mike kills him. That, you know, if there's some random other person kills him, that'll do for me. The cops run him over again. He blows up. Why not?
Why won't you ever tell me anything?
I'm not your mother.
What? What is this? What was that? Are we retconning something? What? Is her mother not her mother? What? We'll hear if somebody's coming, and if one of the babies cries. Yeah, but who's gonna put on all your clothes? Never have two people deserve to get killed, Maura. I thought Garrett was bad, not doing his job. Yeah, I'm sure we'll hear everything with this tap going. They should at least get fired. I hope they get fired before they get killed. Water must not exceed 100 degrees. Well, why do we have that temperature in them? Hey, someone turned it up. Is she gonna hear him die? Nope. Does Karen really deserve to die? I feel sorry for her. Having to put up with the other guy? Isn't that enough, Mike? That she had to sleep with that other guy. Isn't that punishment enough? Just knowing that other guy? What do you think, Mike? Do you want to let her live?
Forget it, Bud. I have to go back to work.
Hey, your hands are bloody.
Now, Bud, don't be that way.
Oh, crap. Oh. I blame the designers of this hydrotherapy thing.
You got in here. And here.
Sister.
What's this?
It's gibberish. It's a Celtic word. Samhain.
Samhain?
The end of summer.
Yeah, don't pronounce it Samhain. That's it's pronounced Samhain. That's Samhain. Oh, that's funny. Look, Irish words with the consonants, they're all over the place. I get it. It looks like Samhain. It does. But that's so funny. Samhain is how you pronounce it. Samhain.
The festival of Samhain.
Dr. Loomis?
Yes. Oh, I didn't recognize you.
I don't recognize
What
her.
are you doing here?
Privately.
Not in front of the sheriff. Why not? I'm teaching him how to mispronounce words. Can we trust this guy?
You've been ordered back to Smith's Grove.
But there's a murderer on the loose.
I'm afraid you don't have a choice.
Sure he does. You just won't go.
There's a marshal waiting for you outside.
Oh crap. Go at the back, Loomis. Take the marshal out with your gun. This guy's creeping me out now. She's sleeping. Why are you... I know you want to flirt with her, but why...
But I just want to let you know that
You love her?
I'm not going to let anything happen to you.
Yeah. Oh, she code bluing? Non-responsive.
Dr. Mixter!
Was he in the show?
Dr. Mixter?
Dr. Mixter?
I'm just gonna...
It's an emergency.
Oh, he's so dead. Turn on the light, Janet. Oh. Get out of there, Janet. Get out of the state. Oh, he's right behind you, Janet. Janet! God damn it. Why? Why?
This is ridiculous. I'm going to go find Mrs. House.
There's barely anybody left. These two. There's that one other one that I can think of. Ladies' Lounge. We're running out of medical professionals. There's more babies in the building than doctors and nurses. Jesus. We need to do something about that. It's getting darker. It's darker now than it was 10 minutes ago, isn't it? The corridors? What if somebody came in with a stuffed nose or something? They'd be like, hello. I could understand if he cut not only the phone lines but the electricity, but he didn't. Snap out of it, Laurie. Oh, she's not there! Somehow. Just in the nick of time. Was she faking being catatonic? Phones don't work, Laurie. Phones don't work. We've been over this. She's the only patient in the whole hospital. I just realized that. Apart from the babies, she's the only one. I tell you, this place is getting a bad Yelp review. Where's the marshal? Can we stop by the hospital on our way back? I'm a doctor. I like checking out hospitals. I need supplies. Some coke. I hear they do good coke at the hospital.
Mr. Garrett?
No, she's still running around. Garrett's dead. Everybody's dead.
Mr. Garrett!
You know the guy who was flirting with Laurie? Where is he now?
Mr. Garrett? Mr. Garrett?
There he is.
Sorry.
There he is. If we didn't know who the killer was in these movies, I'd think it was him. He disappears, he reappears, he creepily goes into Laurie's room. He's, saying he's going to protect her. It's classic. He's the killer vibes that we're getting from him, isn't it? Maybe he's, Mike's brother. Hey, what's with Laurie's flashback dream sequence? What the hell was going on there? She saw some kid in it, right? Who was that? Is that you? Was it Mike Myers? Why is her mother not her mother? What? Anyway, who's left? There's not that many people left.
I can't find anybody.
Yeah.
We gotta find Laurie.
How do you know Laurie's missing?
Okay, I'll keep looking.
He's going to the East Wing, and you should just go straight to the sheriff. Don't even look anywhere else. Exit only. Exit only! You just came in from an exit only, dude. He's a rule breaker. Oh, major surgery. I wouldn't go in there. Minor surgery. Ah, there's, that's the one. She had all her blood drained. Watch your back. He's always in the darkness. That's great. That is fantastic. He's not dead. He's just a bit sleepy. Hey, look, she's following my advice. Get out of there. Get as far away as you can. Do not go back into the hospital. Why would you go back? Why would you go back into the hospital? Maybe the hospital's in the middle of nowhere. Maybe it's in the middle of nowhere. Hey Laurie, how are you doing? You happy you're in this movie? Your character development has really gone through the roof, hasn't it, in this second part? Really connecting with her story.
Laurie!
Oh, she's gonna turn and see her get killed. Oh, she should have just kept running. It's just Laurie and her stalker boyfriend. The Coke machine! He's just here for the Coke, Laurie. Use the fire door. Forget about the sign, Laurie. Never stop running, Laurie. Don't scream, don't shout, just keep running. I know you're in your bare feet, but if you find a dead body, take their shoes, and then just keep running. Hey, maybe you'll forget you exist. Meanwhile, back at that same street we were on earlier. Yep, the exact same one, remember, with the sign?
Dr. Loomis, I think there's something else you should know.
Yeah?
There's a file on Michael Myers that nobody knew about. Sealed by the court after his parents were killed.
What does it say?
It isn't fair. They should have allowed you to examine everything.
Tell me.
That Strode girl.
Laurie?
That's Michael Myers' sister.
What? Wow, what? Is this canon? Did you know this? How have I never heard this? Is this real? Mike Myers' sister is the leading woman, lady, girl? Is Jamie Lee Curtis? Is this canon? Hey, I've heard of retconning stuff, but jeez. That's what all that flashback nonsense was about. In her dream? I'm not your real mother. Who's that creepy kid? That's what, like, back in my brain I was like, I hope they're not going that way. But they went that way. And that's why he targeted her in the first movie? No. Absolutely not. This is the classic example of people just making shit up as they go along. She was just in the wrong house at the wrong time. He wasn't even targeting her. He killed her friends, remember, across the road. Now, did she see him earlier in the day? Yes. Did it seem like maybe he was stalking her? Yeah. Does it kind of make... could you just argue with me and say it makes sense and it was always the plan? Sure. I don't believe it for a second. Not for one gosh darn tootin' second. In fact, I disbelieve it so much, I don't trust her anymore. Hey, Donald Pleasant, did you know that Mike Myers is actually related? And guess what? Get this. He's your son. Your son! Did you know that? Just hang around for a few more movies. He'll be your son. It'll be a whole father-son shootout thing. It'll be really touching. What a load of crock of shit. I can't believe they didn't tell you. I can't believe there was a secret file that you didn't know about in the first movie. They opened it up for the second movie. Turns out, all along, that girl was his sister. Even though there was no reference to it in the first movie and no way to figure it out. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. How has nobody spoiled that on me? How has nobody ever spoiled that on me? Unbelievable. Right, let's get back to it. Maybe he won't kill her. No. No. What am I talking about? The first person he ever killed was his sister. Of course he's gonna kill her. He tried to kill her in this episode already. This episode. This movie. Except she did the pillow trick. I don't get Laurie. You know, she's lying in the hospital bed for hours, and then just when Mike is about to kill her, she sets up this elaborate I'm still in my bed pillow trick and starts wandering dazed through the corridors. Why? Plot reason, just for the plot. No real logic behind it. Anyway, enough of me freaking out. Let's get back to it.
He killed one sister 15 years ago.
He's
Now
gone
he's
after
trying
the
to
other
kill
one.
the other.
Yeah.
Turn this car around now.
Dad, I've got orders.
Those orders just changed.
Dr. Loomis.
What does you fellas usually do? Fire a warning shot, right?
What? Loomis. Yeah. There's no rules in this movie. Do whatever you want, Loomis. It doesn't have to make sense. Is that her boyfriend? Hey, do you know Laurie's
Jimmy?
here?
We're gonna get out of here.
Are you her brother too? Why? Just leave him to die. Leave him to die and get out of there and never look back. And for the love of God, take his shoes. Oh, was it Doc Loomis? Is he coming? Shout a bit louder, Jamie. Shout a bit louder. Well, if you'd done that the first time.
Go on.
Dr. Loomis.
You stay with me and shut up.
Stop spreading gossip, lady. Oh, this is the bad reworking of the music. They can't hear you. Hey, more Coke machine. The star of the show. Shoot him, Doc. 6 more times. Hey! Keep shooting. Keep shooting. In the head. Double tap. No, keep going.
Get on that radio and get hunt.
Don't go near the body.
Sorry I left you.
Don't take your eyes off the body. Don't do... Oh my God. Marshall, what are you doing?
Get away from him. No!
He's unkillable. Unkillable. There's gotta be something in here we can use.
Take it.
We both get a gun.
Take it.
Shoot everybody who comes in this door. Oh, here's Johnny. Here's Johnny. He's out of bullets. No, Loomis. Loomis. You're up, Laurie. 2 in the head. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. 2 in the head, like I was saying. It's hard to regenerate from that, isn't it? Oh, he's been blinded. Loomis, do something. Oh, the ether. Is it going to explode? Oh, oxygen. That's explosive. Oh, he's got the lighter. Remember from earlier? The lighter?
Yeah, now.
Loomis, is he going to go down in a blaze of glory?
It is time, Michael.
Oh, what a badass. Mike can Terminator his way out of that. Well, he looks like he's dead. Well, the good news is that all the people who work here are dead, so nobody loses their job.
What's the count? 10.
Well, what about all the babies? The babies! Somebody better save those babies. And I thought that reporter woman was going to be really important in this sequel. Nope.
Keep the leg up, we'll have you out of here in a second.
Where, are we going to a different hospital? Part 3 can just pick up right here. It's like The Mist. It's like The Mist now.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Dana Carvey. That was Halloween Part 2, 1981. And you know what? You know what? These sort of movies and these sort of... It's a kind of a gift for a reactor. Because some of the stuff is so comical that it's just great to play off, you know? The star of the show, obviously, you know who it is. It's the Coke machine, the star of the show. We never did get those pizzas. And you know what, I don't know what they were thinking with this sequel. They were thinking, look, very interesting that they would pick up from where the first movie stopped. Like, not just a few days later, a few weeks later, the following year, but the same night. The whole thing happens on the exact same night as the first movie. It's still the same day. I don't think I've ever seen a movie that took place, 2 movies that are not parts, you know, that aren't meant to be parts 1 and part 2, that take place on exactly the same day. You know, just a little later. The decision to retroactively change to make Mike Laurie's brother is so weird to me. It's so strange a decision to make. You know, I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. It feels like, this second part feels like a fan fiction, like somebody went home after seeing the first Halloween and was like, yeah, but what if, like, he didn't die, right? He disappeared, right? What happens after that? Well, here's what I think happens. And then he goes to this house and that house, and then Laurie has to go to the hospital, and then he follows her to the hospital, and then he starts killing everybody at the hospital, and then it turns out that they're brother and sister. And you know, it sounds like a kid wrote the script, is what I'm saying, for the second movie. Because all the nuance and subtlety, and you see, Halloween, the first Halloween isn't necessarily a great movie, it's not necessarily a great movie. What makes it good is the opening half of it. Whereas the second movie is the second half of the Halloween, the original Halloween, extended. It's an extended murder, chase sequence, killings. They've taken the second half and made that into a sequel. Whereas the first half of Halloween is very subtle and suspenseful and creepy. And there's a lot of build-up. And I love the build-up in horror movies. Much more than the payoff, the gruesome deaths and the ridiculous stuff. Whereas in this second movie, we're straight into it, you know? Loomis is coming out. I shot him 6 times. You know, we gotta find him. Now, look, I did like some of the start of it when he's going around to the different houses. I kind of wish that it kept going without anybody dying. Maybe he picks up some supplies to heal himself. Maybe he takes off his bulletproof vest. Maybe he patches some cuts and bruises up. you know, while we see through his eyes and we see little funny conversations happen around him. But then it goes to the hospital, and that's set. One, it makes no sense to me. It doesn't feel like a real hospital. It doesn't feel like they're real doctors and nurses. It feels like, I don't know what it feels like, but we walk in, like the first time she comes in here when they're ringing around on the thing, the doctor's like, let's get the doctor, he's probably drinking. Let's just do some stuff here out in the reception area. And then she's the only one in that hospital. The only one. There's babies who I don't think ever get mentioned. We see them, and I'm protective of them, and the whole hospital explodes, but they're fine. Let's just presume they're all fine. But she's the only other one there. And they decide, you know what? Let's just turn off all the lights. Hey, it's nighttime. Where is everybody? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Nobody comes to this hospital anyway. Two of them are so convinced that nobody ever comes to this hospital that they decide to go to the jacuzzi and, you know, have sex right there. A place, hydrotherapy thing that's like has a giant warning sign: do not have temperatures over 100 degrees. Well, why did you design it to go over that? What possible use could you have for boiling hot water? How about you just don't make the device go that high? Because then we couldn't have had the gruesome death with her. With Karen. I'm glad her boyfriend died. He was the worst, you have to agree. You know, Garrett was just not paying attention. He just, you know... Janet didn't deserve to die at all. She was nice. She couldn't use the walkie-talkie, but she was pleasant. She didn't deserve to die. Laurie's boyfriend guy... Oh, wait! Is he fine? Is he fine? Yeah, he's fine. He slipped on the blood, right? Knocked his head. Then he got up, he was a bit dazed and confused. Walked out to the car, still a bit dazed, then fell on the horn. She left him in that car, right? He's fine. Creepy stalker boyfriend guy survived the movie. Never got targeted by the killer. Who would have thought it? He was my pick for second killer. Because of just because he was kind of nice. Always suspect the kind of nice guys. 2, talking about getting close to the main character. That's another big red flag. 3, sort of suddenly being there, scaring a couple of the characters. So yeah, he was my pick for second killer. If Mike ever gets killed, have him come back into it. Donald Pleasance's character in the movie is just, I don't know. I love when he takes over the marshal's car. You know, puts a gun. Like, take the gun off him, Marshal. You know, before he gets into the car with you. Draw. You always give a warning shot, don't you? Shoots out the window. Donald, come on. He really meant business, didn't he? And I don't know who Sam Hain is or who he's talking about. You know, is that the sequel to The Son of Sam? Sam Hain? Sam Hain. I'm surprised. I thought Donald would know how to pronounce that, but maybe it's just an Irish thing, you know? Maybe it's just an Irish thing. Hey, look, it was fun. It was fun to watch, you know? But look, I've seen the Friday the 13th movies. Talk about bad movies. They're hilariously bad. And I love watching them. So, I'm going to keep going, maybe. Maybe we're going to get Halloweens every year. Why not? Why not? We can pick people we want to survive and pick people we don't want to survive. I think the biggest flaw in this sequel is that there came a point where I didn't care about anybody, not even Laurie, and it was kind of a boring progression of deaths, and they weren't interesting. It was all just set in that one hospital. Whereas the first movie, I felt like we were in a neighborhood, we were going house to house, and looking out and looking across the road was just creepy, and there was also a lot of normality happening around it. The TV was on, the kids were watching the TV, we were babysitting. The characters seemed a bit more fleshed out. Whereas some of the deaths here we didn't even see until after they happened. We just sort of found the dead bodies, And barely any of the characters were developed at all. So that, like, who did we care about? I tried to learn the names. Janet, Garrett, Jill, Karen. But not even that really helped me. Okay, he sure could take a bullet, couldn't he? That's why Laurie went for the head. 2 shots to the head. And speaking of Laurie, how many lines of dialogue did she have? I call her the main character, but she's not. Not in part 2, she's not. She's just a walking... She's barely conscious for the entire movie from start to finish. She's kind of in shock for the entire movie. There's no growth with her. There's no character development. People are talking at her, like her boyfriend guy. But she's not giving anything back. Except like a dull stupor. Easiest paycheck of her entire life, right? We want you to be in the movie. The one that made you super famous? We're going to make a sequel. You just got to walk around like a zombie. You don't have to say anything. We don't even need you to learn any lines. We just need you to go from room to room trying to make the phones work. The Coke machine doesn't work, so you don't even try and get a Coke. And then, at the end, just shoot him and turn on some gas canisters and get out of there. Done. Here, have $10,000. I don't know how much you got paid for it. But it was the easiest paycheck of her entire life. She didn't need to be in the movie. The character growth was in her flashback, which retroactively changed who she was related to and kind of tied in why he was coming after her. Like she said it before. When she said it, why me? Why is he targeting me? He wasn't. In the first movie, he wasn't. And you could just say he's coming after you because you're the one he tried to kill, the final one that he tried to kill that got away. Easy peasy. But all this, you're his sister, and he killed his first sister, now he's trying to kill his second sister. Nonsense. It's just nonsense. So, everything that made the first movie good was missing from the second movie. And everything bad in the first movie was amplified in the second movie. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. And isn't that what matters in the end? Hey, they made like 1 billion movies, didn't they? From these? So I presume he survives. It doesn't matter. Bullets, fire, doesn't matter. They killed that poor kid. The 17-year-old kid. The cop just ran him over. That was the moment. That was the first moment where I thought, you know what? This movie is going a different direction. The quiet, subtle... Oh, look out the window. In the daytime when she's looking out to see she's at home alone, and there's washing on the garden, and he's just standing there. When she looks out and then she looks again and he's gone. All of that was missing. In this... I guess you can't do the same thing twice, but... I feel like they did do the same thing twice. Just the second half of that movie. Twice. They just kept it going. They were like, what if Halloween was a 3-hour movie? and we just split it at the midpoint. I tell you, that hospital is probably going out of business. One, it's far too big. Do you see it from the outside? Far too big for the amount of patients they have. No patience. Babies, no patience. If it wasn't for Laurie, there'd be nobody in there. No need to even go in there. 2, all their staff are dead. Except for stalker boyfriend guy. And that's it. That's it. This guy survived with his radio boombox. The woman looking for interviews and to get all the information. Remember at the start of the movie? What was the point of her and her assistant guy? What was that all about? She was never in the movie after that. There was that one guy who was on TV a lot. But what was the point of her? Is she somebody related to the people making the movie? Because that character is just not a character. Unless there was deleted scenes. Maybe deleted scenes. What was all that about rituals, druids, and burning animals? What was that about? Hey, look, there's a lot of material in this movie to build other movies on. You know? Samhain 2. Don't call it that. That's what I'll title it. Samhain 2, don't call it that. I understand. Irish is difficult. The letters don't make sense. I know. I grew up here. I know. It makes no sense. And Ben, I know you love this movie. I understand you love this movie, and I'm really glad that I watched it. I know I went hard on it, but I don't know. I was just the frame of mind I'm in, I guess, today. I wonder how much influence John Carpenter, I know his name was on the producer's side of it, but I wonder how much input he had into the actual script or the anything that went into it. Even I didn't even like they changed the music a bit. I didn't like that either. I guess they tried to jazz it up a bit, but just keep it the way it was. Keep it original. Unless you can really, really do something with it, just don't mess with it. You know? Iconic theme. Right, I'll be back with maybe another scary movie, maybe something else next time. And yeah, have a great day wherever you are. And if something is unkillable and coming for you, just run. Don't stay outside in a car. Don't stay close to the building that they're in. Just keep going. I know they're going to somehow magically get in front of you and kill you, but at least try to get away. And for the love of God, get some shoes. Find some of the dead bodies and get some shoes that fit you and just go for it. Run for it. Towards people, preferably. Throw people between you and the murderer. You know? They have to spend time killing people before they can get to you. Just keep pushing people at them. See you next time.